Welcome back. This is Sammy33, the 4th episode in our franchise series, and as you can see, our record.
Oh yes.
I guess you can say it's nice, not the kind of nice I would like. I'd kind of like to see it flipped, but we are 6-9 on the year. Looking at the last 3 games we played, because now we're going into 3 games a episode. So we played the Phillies on the road. We won the middle game. We'll kind of talk about that a little bit, but we lose another series. That is back-to-back series that we lose. So let's look into what happened at Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Up, and then you see that +2. I feel like that probably would influence you on who you would pick for that player.
And series opener.
Bader?
The first runs on the board. Harrison Bader. Yes. Opposite field home run, his first of the year. Cardinals go 2-0.
We love our apple tacos. Let's go.
But as you can probably suspect, that wasn't going to be enough. Roman Quinn, probably the most unlikely guy in the lineup to hit a home run, goes deep. And that makes it a 3-2 game for Philly. And they hold on to that as they win the series opener. Cardinal offense a little better, but still struggling. So on to game 2. And this was an unfortunate sighting here. So what happened was, we actually were hitting the ball really well, and the game crashed. And we were up 6, I think it was 7-1, or 8-2, or 9-3 actually. So we just sent out the game, so we got the win. So Wayno pitched well again, but it wasn't what it was, especially the bats. Losing the bats was huge, because some of those guys hit really well, Goldie and Edmund to be specific. But that's it, we take the series for the next game, so we split. So game 3, Nola to Harper.
Get the fuck out of here, baseball. Let's go.
This was after Nola struck out 6.
Why not?
They're trying to match me did IRL.
Why not Carter?
Cardinals struggling.
67.
Why am I not surprised? You know, Carter,
Imagine your batting average being double your runners in scoring position average.
and a little shade to Albert. Hate to do it. But with the bases loaded, he comes up. Big single. Thought about pushing the second guy third. Didn't do it. But hey, another run batted in for Harper. The second hit of the game. That breaks the tie, so now he trails Eddie Murray in hits. He's 14th all time. Unfortunately though, a blown save by Reyes. And the Cardinals lose it.
Another blown save.
And the Cardinals drop the finale, so they lose the series 1-2. Do like to see the multi-hit game for Arenado and Pujols, but we drop it. But let's take the focus off.
Taking a look around the league, we'll go ahead and start in Kansas City, our in-state rivals. Kansas City in 12 beats the Tampa Bay Rays 3-2. A rarity in baseball, it seems. No home runs hit in this game. And to add to that, Soler with a triple. How often do you see that happen? But Hahn gets the win in the 12th. Randy, I'm sure you all know who that guy is. 3 hits, 2 runs batted in. The 2-run double, yes, 2-run double in the 8th inning, and that was it for Tampa. Craziest thing, with the extra man on second, basically 6 tries between the 2 teams, and only once was the team able to score. Errors abound for Tampa, and they drop to 6-11. Kansas City moves a little bit closer to 500. And we'll head out to the AL West, where the Angels at home, beat the Rangers 1-0. Dylan Bundy, a complete game 3-hitter. Total dominance. Rendon with a solo shot in the bottom of the 6th. That is it. Trout, 1 hit. Batting .333. Dexter Fowler, of course, as a Cardinal fan, Always interesting to see how he does. I've seen him on the ticker a bit. Batting 296, he did get a hit in this game as well. Now for Texas, you got Delino DeShields with the double, and the other 2 hit singles, one by him. On my Solat, Gallo goes here. Let's go to strikeout.
Let's go to some live action. We go to the 9th inning. Twins and A's. Mark Canha up, full count, 2 outs. Twins trying to force extras. And the pitch. No extras in this one. Mark Canha, his first home run of the season, a walk-off to put his Oakland A's over the Minnesota Twins. If you wanted you couldn't ask for a better time for your first home run of the season. So as he rounds the bases, you know his buddies are there to celebrate at home. And the A's walk it off and get the dub. Well, not a lot of hits for either team in this game, but the big one is by Mark. So Claire gets the win. Robles, some people know about him not being able to finish games. If you're an Angels fan, you know what I'm talking about. But now we're going to head to Petco. Take a look at Christian Yelich. He was requested to be looked at. He strikes out. Unfortunate. But Milwaukee does get some stuff going. He's got GSN outs at that. And you can see that ball is gone. That is a blast from GSN, who's got white hot. His 8th home run of the season. Doing very, very well. An early lead for Milwaukee off of Lamette. And to follow it up, Travis Shaw. Back to back. For Milwaukee with an early 2-0 lead off a guy that was very dominant in 2020. Healthy in the game, of course. Start the year. That is Travis Shaw's 4th of the season. 2-0 lead Milwaukee. And they would carry that on. They take the game 4-0.
And lastly, we will check in with the Dodgers and Trevor Bauer as requested. Trevor Bauer takes a loss as the Dodgers get shut out by the Mariners 4-0. Dodgers only coming up with 2 hits. Paxton. I feel bad for him IRL, but what a dominant performance. Complete game. 2-hitter, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Bauer gives up 3 runs over 5 innings, 7 hits as well. May even gave in a run in relief. But you look at the Mariners, Crawford, 4 for 4. Runs scored, 2 runs batted in. The inferior Seager, 1 hit. The superior Seager, hitless. I guess it kind of doesn't work that way, but you know, it is what it is. But the Dodgers, 2 hits, this potent lineup. Justin Turner and Rios, the only ones that can find their way on base via the bat. Mariners improved to 7-10, Dodgers 12-5. That said, let's start to take a look at the St. Louis Cardinals. So we ask what ails the St. Louis Cardinals. This is the one. We are dead last in batting average. This is going to lead to a lot of things. So let's see, we're last. And you got the Braves at top. So 281 and a huge gap down to 212. Really, really bad. Something that we're going to have to work on. But yes, and I mean, how important is batting average? Well, let's look. Got to get on base. We've only outscored the Tigers. So that's not going to lead to a lot of wins. So that has to improve. Obviously, hits is going to be low. If we look at doubles, you're 20th. That's not bad. We'll leave triples alone. It doesn't matter. Home runs, I believe, are somewhere bottom third, bottom tier, 20th. That's got to improve. Runs batted in, obviously, we're low for 42. The one good thing is When we look at stolen bases, we don't have a lot, 7. But our stolen base percentage isn't bad, 7 to 10. But again, you got to get on base. Now, one thing that does help, base on balls. We got 49, so we do have some distance between us and the Tigers, who are at the bottom. But it's a work in progress. Strikeouts, this is the big thing. Got to put the ball in play. Sometimes it doesn't matter if it's a bad hit, bad swing or not. You just have to put the ball in play. Things can happen. A strikeout is a guaranteed out. With the ball in play can lead to an error. It just hitting the base, taking a weird bounce, anything that can get you on. Which is why I look at OBP. This is the one that matters more to me. And we're 29th. This has to go up. So look, obviously we're going to be ahead of the Tigers, but we have to get this boosted more towards the middle of the pack at least. Once that happens, things will get better. Because you can see here the Braves lead the league in batting average. But then when you look at OBP, they're 3rd. The Yankees are not number 1 in batting average, and they're number 1 in OBP. More telling stat. Got to get on base for things to happen. We'll work on that. On the other side, look at ERA, we're number 1. So we give up the fewest earned runs allowed in the league. Drastic gap. Like the Tigers are just the worst of worst. You give up the most and you score the fewest. Pain. Just straight up pain. But we are number 1 in the league with 2.43, so I like what we're seeing there. The blown saves, we are dead last. So even though we're 6 and 9 and you say, well, hey, it sucks, we are not doing what we need to do on the mound. You take just a couple of those. We blew 4. Take 2 of those away. All of a sudden you have a winning record. Makes a big difference. We have to be able to close out games. We've allowed the second fewest hits, so we're doing what we need to do. It's going to lead me to what we're going to do right now. I talked about it on stream. I had a night to sleep on it. We're going to make a change. Hicks, welcome. Reyes, you're out. Can't trust the guy. We'll put him in middle relief. Maybe Hicks can be that dude. You can see with what he can do. He obviously throws gas. He throws 100. He's got a dominant sinker. He's got the slider that I like. He's just more reliable. He doesn't give up home runs. The control is an issue, but at this point, it's just I need someone that I can put in that spot that is reliable. You can see his hit per 9 is lower. His run per 9 is lower, as we have clearly found out him giving up home runs late in games. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make it work. We'll be fine. Rotation will stay the same, but I just need to get Alex out of that spot. You can see an ERA of 7.7, whereas his whip is extremely high, 2.36. Gallegos, much better. Miller, much better. But I like those guys setting the table for the 9th. And even though he hasn't been thrust in position, look at Hicks. A 1 for whip, 8 strikeouts to 8 innings. Much more reliable, I think. We're going to put him in that spot and see what he can do. And with that, we're going to call it a video. Flaherty on the mound against Strasburg. We will travel to the nation's capital to finish our season with Washington. You can see we'll get Corbin and John Lester, so we'll definitely get to test out that lefty lineup right away. And then tomorrow we'll have the Reds. Wednesday is still up in the air. I'm not sure if I'll be able to squeeze in 4 games. We'll have to see. It might be a 2 Wednesday, 2 Thursday, or maybe all on Thursday and just have a Wednesday be Diamond Dynasty. I haven't decided yet. That said, I'm going to call the video there. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you're subbed to the YouTube channel. Get notified when the next video drops. We'll keep this going. Like I said, every day that I stream franchise, we will have a video drop before. To get a recap and be prepped for what's coming. Thanks for watching. Sammy33. Calling it a day, stream, video, whatever. Get those Cardinal bats going, and I will see you on the flip side.